there's different influencers. Are you a micro, macro, or nano? It doesn't matter, but you have to be an influencer these days. Seriously, in 2025, being an influencer is going to be a game changer, because being an influencer is not just posting stuff. It's about embedding yourself in that community, socially, online, and actually in a community physically. Like you said here, you see here, life is like a flower. You know who that is, right? Come on now. Who doesn't love Forrest Gump? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, taglines like that, people love that stuff. They want the energy. They want cool things.
Hi, I'm Courtney Harmon, Director of Industry Relations at Crelate. Welcome to another episode of the Full Desk Experience. Hey guys, Courtney Harmon, host of FDE. We're bringing you a special series of episodes called FDE Plus. Those are going to be highlights from our recent virtual conference, where hundreds of you joined us for an incredible event focused on boosting revenue for 2025. Each of these sessions is packed with valuable insights, expert discussions, and actionable strategies to help you drive growth in your business. Whether you missed the live event or want to revisit each session, we've got you covered. We're going to drop each of these 10 live events to wrap up our year and kick off the new year right. So let's dive into today's session and uncover the key takeaways that will propel your success in the coming year. Stay tuned and let's dive in. Rich, thank you for joining us. Rich is one of our partners as well. Rich is obviously energetic. He is a known figure in the staffing industry for his innovative approach to recruiting and marketing. He's in it. He's in the mix right now, doing just what you're doing. So he is going to talk about kind of what he's developed on his own, is really influencer strategies that are going to get you results. It's going to help drive your business and what you could be doing in your own firms and agencies to elevate that. So Rich, without further ado.
Alrighty here. Well, hey, first off, I want to say thank you to everybody that was before me and after me, speaker-wise, Courtney and everybody at Crelate. You guys are rocked out. So I got to give you a shout out for that. Real quick, I want to make sure I have the right ones here because, oh yeah, we're good. So let me kick this back and we're going to start here. So are you guys ready? It's been a great day so far, hasn't it? So a little about me. I don't know if you know who I am, but I'm sure you see me on social media everywhere like that. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody out there that supports me. You know, I love you all. And the whole goal is it's not about me. It's about you all today. It's about you every day. I seriously believe that all the time. So a little bit about myself. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm called Richard Rosner. Everybody calls me the Shark. Been in the industry for about 10 years. Have done the full cycle, recruiting in New York City, Pittsburgh, ran offices, leadership, all that good stuff. And then about 4.5 years ago, I decided, you know what? Nobody cares about Richard Rosner anymore. I wanted a tag name. I wanted to make myself different. I wanted to brand myself. So I cannot make this story up, and you probably heard it a million times, but if you didn't, it's pretty awesome. So I'm sitting at Myrtle Beach, drinking Land Shark beer. Cannot make this up. About 3 beers. Thinking, I need a name, catchy name here. You know, that was tag name. I see Gary Vee was saying, you know, you get a tag name. Riptide Recruiter came to. I'm like, oh man, that's awful. That is awful. So I think on my 4th beer, yeah, I only drink socially, so all joking aside. So there was a white cap, and I'm thinking, oh, it looks like a shark. Staffing shark. Just rolled off my tongue. I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. I could be the shark of the industry, bring hype, energy, bring like the beach vibe. And then I'm thinking, why don't I do a little bit better? What I do, wear flip-flops, bright shirts, stuff like that, shark necklace, and bring this Kenny Chesney vibe to the industry. And the rest is history, 4.5 years. So I just want to thank everybody out there who supports me. But now it's time to jump into this. So you're thinking shark. Now you're doing marketing. Now you're helping out with marketing. I found out that there is one thing that our industry is missing right now. And I seen it this year. And I was like, wow, if I can do anything to improve it, it is our marketing. And the reason I'm saying this is because I just got back from Digital Marketing World in New York. I was a guest there. I've been to 3 different marketing big events this year, not related to staffing. So everything I'm going to talk about today is basically not even from the staffing world. It's going to generate stuff for our industry, but it's the experts that are on the other side, the Chick-fil-A's, the Nikes, the Googles, the ones, if we could take about 4% of their branding and their marketing, we will be rock stars in this industry. And we haven't done it yet. We're still putting stagnant pictures out there. We're not doing videos the right way we're supposed to. So today I'm going to indulge into everything here. It's going to be exciting. Please, Q&As all the time. If you guys have anything, just stop me. I will answer everything for you because this is what made me last year help this staffing firm out in West Virginia. So here we go. So first off, there's different influencers. Are you a micro, macro, or nano? I mean, it doesn't matter, but you have to be an influencer these days. Seriously, in 2025, being an influencer is going to be a game changer. You hear it all the time. You hear people like Patrick Bet-David, and I talk about Gary Vaynerchuk all the time because, his team trains me over and over again. So a lot of stuff that you're getting today is stuff from his team that I learned. So the question I have for everybody out there, you have a marketing department. Guess what? They send marketing stuff out there. I see it online, and it's so disconnected to the recruiter or the sales rep or the manager. Why not have the recruiter, the sales rep, the manager, anybody in your office to be an influencer? You are the ones on the front line. So yeah, why don't you embrace that? You're the ones that's building the culture, meeting people on the phone, putting stuff out there. But here's a difference between that, because being an influencer is not just posting stuff. It's about embedding yourself in that community, socially, online, and actually in a community physically. And like you said here, you see here, life is like a flower. You know who that is, right? Come on now. Who doesn't love Forrest Gump? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, taglines like that, people love that stuff. They want the energy. They want cool things. I mean, quick example here is when you go to Walmart and you hear music playing, what do you think that is? That's attraction, right? They don't have Madonna playing or Michael Jackson for you to sing. They want you to be happy, excited. So guess what? You can buy more. It's the same thing in our industry for being an influencer. You want to build that hype. And I call this, and we're going to talk about it a little bit later, but we're going to start right with Caitlin Clark. So I got to tell you right now, if there's nobody, it's a bigger influencer in female sports. This is the girl last year. She continues to rock it out. And there's a reason why that I put her up there. I mean, you got Beyonce, you got different people like Taylor Swift, they're big influencers. But this girl represents me. What she did last year for college basketball was amazing. Can I say amazing freaking again? Because you know what? The guys' game, national championship, and the girls had more viewers. I mean, I watched it over and over again. I love it. And what she did for the WNBA, private jets, everybody's getting a salary raise. I mean, is there other influencers in WNBA? Heck yeah. But was she a big focal point? And for me now, down here in West Virginia, I'm friends with the whole WVU team. We're 13th in the country. I'm going to give a plug out for WVU girls. Keep rocking out. They had one last night by 24 points. They just keep crushing it. But you know what? I go to games now. Guess why? Because she was an influencer on my life. I watched it all on TV last year of Iowa, just rocking it out. I even watched the championship game where she wasn't even in it. But guess what? Now I'm embedded in, I don't even go to guys' games. Sorry, guys, but it's all about the women basketball here at WVU. So she was a big influence on me. So you see how she just took that kindness, that caring, and her skills of being a great player, but she took it more to the next level with her brand. And I mean, and if you think of anything about influencing and branding, I mean, seriously, Google Caitlin Clark and then the way she does the marketing and how she branded herself. If you can brand yourself 2% of that, 0.002%, you will be a rock star. All right, so here we go. So the results in 12 months, I worked with a staffing firm in West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. So just wrapped it up. We did 12 months, did it. Entertain, engage, and execute. I call this all the time. So in 12 months, 2.5 recruiters, 301 placements, and 38 new clients. 38 new clients. And I did all the business development forms. So, not a feather in my cap. It was like everybody said we had a down year. I was pulling Tom Brady, 37 on the phone and 1 in person. And guess what? I don't sell anything, my friends. I don't sell anything. It's about collaboration, which we're going to talk about today. It's about, that coffee chat, beer chat I talk about. So entertainment, engage, execute. There's a key word, one word for it. Valuetainment. You got to bring entertainment for everything you do in our industry these days. Entertainment, and then the value comes on the back end. Trust me. If you do the value first and no entertainment, people are just going to pass by. When are they going to stop on your stuff? Why are they going to work with you over somebody else? Because you're entertaining, you're engaging, you're executing, you're going to make them happy, feel comfortable. That's what it's all about. And, and all the clients I deal with, at the end of the day, they were working with other staffing firms. There were staffing firms in there 10 years. I didn't want to steal their business, but guess what I'll do? I'll service it. So this is where this influencer marketing came in, because they all knew me in the area for a while. I mean, I have beer coasters. I joke about it, but there's QR codes everywhere around here, with my name on it. I go to the gym. People are like, sure, I can give you a job. Even the college kids, you'll see it. They'll scan my phone when I go out to a restaurant or anything like that. That's building that brand in your community that nobody else has. And we have 2 other staffing firms here in this area. and nobody even knows who they are. They know their name. They don't know any recruiter. They don't know any salesperson. So here's how you build that brand. But remember that key word. I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. Valuetainment. It rocks. All right. So these are the trends that we've seen last year and 2024, and we're going to see them again in, 2025. The micro influencers take the lead. How many people are on TikTok? I know you're all on TikTok, right? Seriously, at the end of the day, you're all going to be on TikTok and you're going to be on all platforms. Here's the one word, and you probably don't want to hear this. If you're living on LinkedIn 24/7, you're losing out. I love LinkedIn. Don't get me wrong, but where's all my business at? For me, Facebook. I can crush it. I mean, you create Facebook, you got Instagram stories, you got Facebook stories, you got reels. Use that all to your advantage and being authentic. We talk about this all the time, my friends, and it's all about like engaging. We engaged when we were like in kindergarten. I'm like, and we keep talking about this on these big conferences. Let's engage more. My friends, you engage as soon as you pick up the phone. Why are we worried about that? But being authentic is the number one thing that I think that you have to get into your head over and over again. Be real. And if anybody knows me, they know. I'll tell you if I like you or not. I wear my heart on my shoulder. And you know what? One thing about me, everybody says, Shark, you are real and you're true. And if you bring that authentic out to everything you do, that passion, people can see that, And then also paid advertising. It's going to influencer marketing. On TikTok, there's everything now, So at the end of the day, so we have to think like this. This influencer stuff's been going on for big beauty products, all that stuff. Now it's time for us to do it in our industry. And we are not doing it. I hate to say it sometimes, but, being in it for 10 years and sitting on the outside, working with these other, marketing, branding companies, we're a bit behind the times when it comes to that. That posting of just now hiring now, or putting, a picture of you in your office saying, come on down, we got 50 jobs. Nobody gives two shits about that. Can I say that word? Nobody cares about that anymore. You have to be out there. You have to be exciting. I mean, one of my proteges is Pat McAfee. I grew up about 20 minutes away from him. We almost act like the same way. He just crushed in his sports. Well, I'm going to try to do the same thing in this industry with all of you. I'm not doing this by myself. This is all together. And the one thing is long-term relationships. I say this all the time. Do not get a client or a candidate and then post it and just, place them and then actually just walk away. It happens all the time. And that's where that service comes in. You got to service it. And the last one, of course, is video. Video and short content is where it's at. I mean, we are all hyped up these days, right? I mean, seriously, we are. So do you have time to listen to 30 minutes here? I mean, I'm going for, I think, 45 minutes, but you'll be like, Shark, after 20 minutes, just shut the hell up and get off there. But all joking aside, that's where we're at. We're scrolling. You're probably watching this while you're scrolling on your phone, We're looking at my LinkedIn. Hopefully, maybe connect with me. But that's where it's at. That short-term video is going to be so big in 2025. And that's for all platforms. We talk about Gen AI and we talk about AI, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But what do you think the platforms are? They're all AI. We've been using AI forever. And we keep thinking, oh, well, AI is a new thing in the staffing industry. AI is, my friends, we've been doing AI since MySpace back in the day with Dave or whatever, Tom or whatever hell his name was, So getting back to that, that's where it was at. So at the end of the day, remember, short-term videos is where it's at. Okay, so being authentic. We just got to jump into this real quick here because I think sometimes some of the stuff we put out there is not authentic. You got to be yourself. Be real. Put stuff that you like for yourself. Have a passion for that. And we keep saying this over and over again, but don't follow the train. I don't follow anybody, as you probably can tell. I just do it my way. You know what? And I think that's where we have to be at. Authentic is the way we're going to be in 2025. It's been here already in 2024, but I don't think now it's coming to the forefront. People want that person that's real. We're done with the BS. We're done with the selling. We're done with just saying whatever. We want somebody that's real, can resonate with us, and, hopefully get us a job, hopefully maybe work with us on some other level. But that's what it's about, being real. And how do you build the loyal? How do you be loyalty? I mean, seriously, it's by listening. Social listening is the number one thing that I keep saying over and over again you have to do when you're on the phone. And this is not one of my other presentations because I can talk about that all the time about phone etiquette. But you got to listen. I think sometimes when we get on there, social media, it's all about I. Stop it. It's all about us. It's about them. If you see any of my content, most of the time, I really rarely have myself by myself. It's either with a shark shake, a handshake. It's usually, if it's a cartoon, which is are big now, being authentic, Saturday morning cartoons. I'm going to start that. What do you think? People's going to scroll on that. They're going to see my logo. They're going to see where I'm at. Click it, go right to my Instagram. Instagram is a money thing for me right now. People are just jumping on and say, Shark, I need a job. So when you think that Instagram is just for posting for fun, it's not. TikTok influencing is big too now. I see a lot of staffing firms jumping on TikTok. Good for you. Keep doing it. You have to be on them all. X, there's so many new ones. I think there's the Blue Sky just came out. I think it is. So you know what? There's so many different ones out there. But I think you just roll back to it where you have to be authentic with all your content. Make it short and sweet. If I can say it anymore, short and sweet. Not this long stuff, not this like boring stuff. Blogs, and I love this. I went to a couple staffing firms real quick. I got to tell you this story. So I get sidetracked a lot, but it's all good. But these stories really, so I was at Staffing World and I talked to a couple staffing owners and they were like, dude, it's like, no, we're working with some marketing companies and we're trying to do our own thing and we're still doing blogs. I'm like, and blogs, they're great, but they're not going to get you anywhere, right? What do you think a blog is? What's it begin with? B? What else begins with a B? Boring. I'm being honest, my friends, like it or not, yes, still put blogs out there if you want, but it's not your protein. It's like a B12. It's a supplement, but it's not your core. The video is going to be your core. Real videos that make people laugh, chuckle, but also have value. Here we go again, valuetainment. All right, so here's some tips for marketers. You guys get a chance, I will send this out to you all. So what I did here with this whole presentation is it's not about me. I pulled from different gurus. I did research with probably about 13 different marketing companies and stuff like that. So I'm pulling the best data I can for you guys today. So that's why you'll see a little bit from everywhere. It's a little flavor. That's what I love. So we're getting the best from everybody. It's not just, Shark, what are you talking about? Are you talking about BS? No, this is from experts. And then I put my little bit of my sharkism on it, and then we have fun with it. Leveraging influencers and celebrities. So I got to tell you real quick here. So has anybody tapped into the NIL yet? I have 2 people I'm working with right now on the girls basketball team, and we're hopefully going to get something where actually, they're actually going to, be my representative for Staffing Shark and for other staffing firms in the area. Is that great? High school. You can get high school people to represent you too. So when I say celebrities, I say local celebrities. Everybody is a local celebrity. It could be any sports, swimming, or anything like that. Tap into your community, and see how you can negotiate something like that with them. If they're under 18, you probably want to stay away, but anybody 18 and over, yeah, negotiate with them. Get them out there on your content. Do stuff like that. Have fun with that. I mean, I'm actually trying to work on getting the girls podcast here just for the rest of the season. Is that great? Guess what? That's going to put my brand to the next level. Everybody in Morgantown will know who I am, and it's not even about that. It's about helping out, having fun with it, and I think that's the big thing. And like I said, the next one is big time, leaving out FOMO. FOMO is for real, my friends. You know that. So when you have pictures out there and you have yourself, that's great. But when you have other people, guess what? The law of attraction comes in like, Shark's got 2 or 3 people. Wow, I want to be part of that. Missing out on the FOMO, just like the hype. If they see hype and they see energetic stuff on all the content you have, and they see people commenting on it, they're going to say, wow, I am missing out. I am going to jump aboard. And I see this all the time. So remember, when you do your content, think of the audience, and we're going to talk about this later, but there's another word for the audience. It's not your audience. It'll be something else later. I'll let you know. And look for the right amount of audience overlap. So, just like I said again, so look what the audience has out there and, and create that for them. Remember, at the end of the day, if you're going to a concert or something, it's about the audience entertainment. They have to be excited. They have to be engaged. They have to buy into you, and that's where that trust comes. It doesn't come overnight. They have to keep seeing your content. They got to see what you're doing. And when you do that, oh my God, the rest is history. Here we go. Now here's one. How do you become true to yourself? So many times we talk about storytelling. Here's what I like. It's great to tell stories about yourself, but how about including other people in your stories? I love it. You see, I have a podcast now that, actually a lot of people just say they just love it, is what I put an author on. In our industry or anywhere else, motivational, they'll come in, they'll talk about their book, but guess what? It's behind the book, I call it. I want to know the story behind the book. Why did you write this? Let's cry together. I had my good friend John Ruffini on. What's a great story? If you get a chance, here's a plug for you, Johnny. John Ruffini's book, amazing story about him and his daughter. So if you get a chance, check it out. But that's what it's about, storytelling. We got to tell stories. And we can't keep saying stories about ourselves. I know we want to talk about ourselves over and over again, and that's great. It's big on LinkedIn, but at the other end of the day, are you getting any traction off that? Because here's my whole goal. If I get on LinkedIn and you all my friends in the staffing world, you all love what I do, and you're like, Shark, Shark, Shark. am I getting business out of that? Or am I just basically, hanging with my network? I want that outside network to come in and say, wow, I want to be part of it. That's why you have to be on other social platforms all the time. They do work. All right. And here we go. Behind the scenes content. Do that behind the scenes. I mean, I got some stuff coming out now because I like to work out. So you think I just drink coffee all day and hang out and have fun? No, I get up at 5 o'clock every morning to cook breakfast. I'm going to actually have behind the scenes and open up my refrigerator, tell you what I eat every day and what brings out the energy in me. That kind of stuff makes you real. Then people's going to start following you and say, hey, you know what? This guy's a real guy. He's just not out there just, going crazy and screaming and talking and just getting all rah, rah, rah. He has a story behind him. So that's what I always say. When you post stuff, get some of that behind the story content. And you can build this up to like a mini series, 5 or 6 shows. That's what you want. You want to have a cliffhanger for everything. If I could tell you anything about this presentation, it's all about curiosity, because at the end of the day, I won't have enough time to get in deep dive into everything we have. 45 minutes is not enough. But down the road, we might do it with Crelate or whatever. We might do a 5-day mini series with this, and I'll bring some experts on, just not myself, and we can deep dive in. Might be in the works. But yeah, this is definitely something that you need to deal with behind the scenes. Tutorials, we're going to jump on this too a little bit real quick here. These are great, but there's a point where you have to be engaging with them. A tutorial is, if you talk about your product, at the end of the day, everybody has a great product, right? Nobody talks about the cons. They talk about the pros and everything, right? It's like, oh, this content's so great. So guess what I've done? I flipped it. Crelate's one of my peeps, and I'm an affiliate, influencer with them. So what I will do is I will help them drive leads, Shark approved. Every company I work with is Shark approved. I might as well tell you this right now. So coming up next week for Black Friday, I don't think I even told Courtney this. I'm actually it's going to be called Staffing Shark's Marketplace Wish Book. It's like Christmas time. I'm going to have all the ones that I'm affiliated with deep discounts, good service, everything like that. We will try to get you the best value we can before 2025. And you know what? It's all just me just trying to help people out. I don't have to do this. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's about me making you guys aware of what's going on out there. And I love this. I'm here to help people. I mean, I thrive on people. So this marketplace, check it out. If you guys, real quick, if there's any, I'm going to tell you as an influencer, if there's any product that you want me to review before you buy it, let me know. I'll bring them on my podcast live and we'll talk to them. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I mean, I'll keep it real with them. And I think that's the big thing, just keeping it real with people. But tutorials do work. They do. All right. And we got some questions here. So I will answer them in one quick minute here. So collaborations and partnerships, just what I talked about. We're in a day and age where being an influencer, you have to collaborate. You cannot do this by yourself. I've tried this back in the day with staffing firms, collaborating with other staffing firms in the area. And sometimes like, you're going to steal my lead. You're going to take this. If you don't service it well, you're going to lose it anyway. So I think the collaboration in 2025, if you Google this, it is going to be so big. We're going to have to all work as a team. And that's with technology and staffing firms and everything. Like I'm doing. I'm collaborating with these 10 to 12 tech companies, you know what I mean? To bring you the best value, to bring you the service. Because trust me, there's ones that I'm not going to work with, not going to mention you, but I want to work with ones that's going to service you. Because that's what I do. 100%, 24/7 service for you. I want all my peeps with me to have service too. All right. So now we're talking about engaging videos. Anyway, to add, yes, we will get the marketplace out to you, everybody on here. So I'll get a list from Courtney of everybody out here that is definitely interested in that, and we won't miss a beat. Probably everybody out here, we can just send that to the marketplace stuff for. So thank you for that. So crafting engaging videos. How do you do this? You got to be yourself. If you guys get a chance, Google me on Instagram, Google me anywhere like that, and I will help you out 100% here. And this is not me. This is content that I'm learning from other people. Is every day I'll put an inspirational thing out there with a cartoon character. It could be Bob Marley or something like that. That's engaging content over and over again. Me holding up my coffee in the snow, whatever. I mean, that's fun. I do weather reports in the wintertime here in West Virginia. 6 a.m. I'm out there with a video camera doing a 30-second clip of me sliding, telling them about the weather. Be safe today. Stay home. It's a snow day, whatever. I mean, people love that. I get the local station actually coming in and say, hey, can you do some stuff for us? Because our weatherman's, he loves what you do, but he wants to be hyped like you. So this is what I'm saying is this influencer stuff is just not about staffing. I don't talk about anything in staffing on that. I have my logo and I tag my Instagram where I'm at. And the rest is history. That's what people want. This is how you're going to build your brand. Yes, you still have to recruit, and that's a total different subject. But this is to get you out there so people can know you. I mean, even logos. We can jump in out real quick about logos real quick. Look at the logo behind me. I have another logo too. I have an alternative logo with a shark on it, it's swirling around. Our logos are big for us because they represent us. I see a lot of logos in our industry. I'll be honest with you. If it looks like the YMCA with a head and a ball and an angle, it's kind of boring. It's like, okay, it's really not catching out to me. I think at the end of the day, what you have to do, you have to sit back and say, when I do a video, I play it about 4 times and I say, you know what, is this something I would like or not? And then I go for it, and post. But don't post and pray. Post for strategy. That is the key. And with these engaging videos, you can do so many reels. YouTube is crushing it. So even with my clients, you're going to say, Shark, okay, so you got 38 clients. What'd you just make phone calls? So here's my key real quick on staffing in sales. And, I know everybody else has their own way. I got my way. 25 companies I'm going to target. After you close one, you put one back. The max I have is 25 in my funnel at all given times because I'm focused on them. And I will say I'll do a mix of like maybe 15 or 12 or actually working with a staffing firm now. That's low hanging. I call it chum. The shark got some chum. And yeah, I'm going to bite that up. And the thing at the end of the day, I do not want to step on anybody's toes. So what I do is I just go in and say, I'm going to service you. And when the shark comes in, we service the best. Usually the other one falls away and the rest is history. And I've done this over and over for staffing firms. So I think a big thing is with that influencer thing, they know who you are. When you send an email out, send them out a reel. Why put all this stuff in words? We don't read anymore. Why do you think people listen to podcasts in their car? They don't get home and read the script and all that stuff. We don't have time to read. When was the last time you read a book? I actually do read. To be honest with you, I just read Gary Vaynerchuk's book, which I'll give him a plug. His last one is incredible. If you guys get a chance for branding, it's amazing. But when was the last time you read a book? Seriously. We're always on the go. Our phone's always ringing. We got a million things going on at once. So this is where the short form video is the way to go. In 2025, it is going to be so big in our industry. And if you guys don't do it, you're missing out. And there's so many applications you can use. There's so many we can get into. And I have them on a list here, but I have more I can add in the comments that, that can create the storytelling for you. But make it fun. Go on TikTok, look at some of them fun videos, look at the trends, and jump on it. That's what you need. All right, crafting engaging videos. Here we go. So there's always going to be a hook, right? We all need a hook. So I have 2 hooks. I don't know if it's behind, no, not this one, but on my other logo, it says jobs for all. That's my hook. Let's say jobs for all. Shark, you can service everybody. But guess what? I have all you peeps that are listening to me today and all my other friends. You can. So if you're a recruiter or somebody out there and you need somebody, I send them to you. I don't ask for anything in return. That's a give and take. Giving equals growth. So when I say jobs for all, if I don't have a job in Oregon, which I have nobody in Oregon, I'll find a recruiter in Oregon and say, hey, reach out. Give them the best, and usually it works 100% of times. I'm going to tell you, most of the time, I'm like, Shark, can't believe you're reaching out to me. So that jobs for all is a tag. And my other one, which I just created this year, is live your brand. I live my brand every day, 24/7. So that's going to come on logos and hats and stuff like that. I live my brand. Live your brand. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a 24/7 job in staffing and recruiting. And it's not even a job. It's a lifestyle, if I can say that. So getting back to crafting your engaging videos, as you can see, I just went a little to the side on that one. Compelling hook. You got to have a hook. As you see, my 2 hooks are right there. And I always have hooks. Success is minutes away. That's my other one on, it's giving equals growth. Put a hook out there. You listen to a song, don't you? They always have a hook in a song, right? If you're a songwriter or something like that, have a hook out there. If you see everything I do, put your hook in bold print on LinkedIn and all your stuff. People will start grabbing to that. They're like, oh, this is what they're doing. Keep that hook coming, keep that hook going for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the same hook. Do a campaign, and, it'll work. And the call to action's there. It's there. People's looking for that. Okay, so here's a good one. Analyzing trends. So analytics are great and you need them, right? But you need trends too, right? What are the trends? What's the trend right now? A couple of years ago, we had the ice bucket trend, Right now, football players are doing some of the presidential, like the dance like this. There's a little bit, every day on TikTok, there's a different trend every week. Jump on the trend and take it to the next level with your marketing. It's so easy. Seriously, it is. And you watch your traffic flow, But first off, you got to find your niche. And I think this is where the mistake is at with a lot of people. They can't find their niche. They think they can do it all in marketing. You can't. And I'm the first one to tell you. So anybody out there, it's a marketing guru in the staffing industry. I love you all. I'm fighting for you because at the end of the day, there's so many other marketing companies that come in and say, yeah, I can market the staffing industry. I said, do you ever do it? No, you can't. You got to know this industry to market it. That's what I'm saying. That's why these influencers that are recruiters and salespeople, they know this. They can do this. So why don't you tap into that? So all these staffing, all these marketing companies, I tell them, even when I go to these conferences, I think I've learned from you so we can be the best we can in marketing next year in 2025. Because in 2025, the marketing spin wheel, it's changing, my friends. It's changing. The cookie cutter marketing in our industry has stopped on December 31st. Can I say that real quick? It will stop. If you want to grow in the staffing industry in 2025, you got to have a niche and you got to be influencer, all kind of people. That is it. You can tell me, Shark, you're full of crap. I'm telling you, I've done research on this for the last year and it's coming to a head because a lot of people next year are hoping we are going to have a breakout year. And you know what? If your marketing's dead and you're not using AI, Gen AI with all your stuff, you're going to fall flat. And just posting stuff on Indeed and hoping, job boards are so expensive. What's my famous slogan? It's like a surfboard. It's a short ride and expensive. Shit, you know? So get off the job boards and start marketing. This is the perfect time. You got 2 months to kick it in high gear before January. And this is the one. So I got to tell you right now, Taylor Swift eating chicken. Yeah. And guess what? She had the Heinz. She had the Heinz on the chicken. Boom, went viral. So what I call is trend jack marketing. Do you guys ever hear that name? Trend jack marketing? Jump on a trend and jump on it and use it to your advantage. And staffing, it works. Last year during the Super Bowl, Usher was playing halftime. Guess what I did? I did 2 TikToks and I did a couple Instagrams stories on there with Usher and that stuff with the music. Just posted it there. I already have it set up, boom, went out during halftime. Got incredible leverage on that. I actually got 6 or 7 people reached out to me for jobs. A couple other people reached out for something else I can work with. Just like that, I jumped on the trend. So it's easy. Trend jacket. It's a great name. I'll send you everything else. So guess what I trend jacked? There's something I did about a month ago. You probably always see me all over. So you ready for this? What do you think I did? There it is, Staffing World. I created the tailgate with advanced partners and everybody else. And I had 26 shows live. Guess what I did? I trend jacked it, right? Staffing World's coming up. The hype's coming up. Yes, I want to do a tailgate. But why didn't I just jump on their coattails and do the tailgate and trend jack the whole thing? Because everything was trending last, a month ago for Staffing World. If it's SIA or whatever it is, they're trending. Jump on that. And look what happened. 27,000 impressions, 14,000 plays in 1 week. Boom, just like that. That was trend jacking. You probably never thought of that. I was like, dude, this is great. I want to do my own tailgate, which we're going to have tailgate next year too, for sure. In October, get ready for it. You're all invited to jump on for a whole week before Staffing World, and we're going to have fun with it again. Tailgate will continue every year. So, but there it is, trend jacking. So anything that's a trend right now, jump on that. Don't use a lot of hashtags, trending, and just put something out there. Be real about it and watch your organic reach go. I mean, people's going to see you doing stuff. Plus, it's fun. You're engaging your whole staff. They're not going to leave you. I think the biggest thing is, though, in our industry, we think too much. We think a lot. We do. It's keep it simple, stupid. I used to say in football. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it or not, but it is what it is. But no, all joking aside, keep it simple, friends. Staffing is not a hard gig. I used to be a probation officer. So, trust me, being a PO for 10 years and locking away probably over 600 people, that's a job, friends. This is not. So yeah, if you get a chance, anything is trending, jump on that. Reach out to me. I'll show you how it's done, but it's awesome. I mean, Thanksgiving's coming up. So put something out there for Thanksgiving. But don't just put Happy Thanksgiving and walk away with a logo. That's boring. Put something out there comical, or a day after Christmas, something like that Christmas. Get Ralphie involved, Clark Griswold. I mean, you could put something there, with Eddie. Everybody knows Eddie and, what's full. So at the end of the day, make it comical. People's going to remember that and tie it in with a little bit of staffing. There's so many things you can do to 12 days of recruiting, 12 days of staffing. I mean, have fun with it. There's so many ideas that's going through my mind right now, and I'm willing to help you all out. So just reach out. This is good stuff. All right. Creating challenges. How do you create a challenge? Because we got to be different. What is our challenge right now? Clients, right? We all say we got enough candidates. We need sales, right? Which I hate the word sales. We're collaborating. We're not selling anything. We're not selling people, are we? For God's sake, let's get the word terminology right. We're collaborating to get the deal, So what do? We're going to create challenges, right? So how do you do that? You put content together with challenges and struggles, but put it in a fun form. I mean, make it fun and comical. There's some great people on TikTok. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say their names right now, but you know what? They did a great job with that, what they did. So I'm going to tell you straight up, that is the way to go. Create challenges every day. Not just talk about like the praising. The praising's great all the time, but let's go through some challenges too, And And I always say this, the pain points. I hate to say that when you go to a sales call, and maybe I'm on a content, I don't give two shits about pain. I'm here for pleasure. I'm on productivity. I got the P's, protein for your workforce. Let's muscle you up, right? That's what it's about. Go in and say, oh, let's talk about your pain points. Oh, you're just going to sink them in a hole more. They're going to leave you. You're going to leave the appointment. They're going to be more sad and depressed. And it happens. I've seen it. And I'm like, dude, I'm coming in like, we're not talking about pain. We're not talking about points. Well, the last staffing firm did. Well, that ain't me, man. I ain't a staffing firm. I'm me. And we're going to do it. And they're like, dude, I like this positivity. Yeah, let's get it done. So create them challenges, though, in your video, your content, and out there, and have people problem solve them with your content. Just not going into a meeting problem solving. Do this out there on organic reaches with your posting and also with your videos. And here's another one. Collaborate with influencers. I keep saying this all the time. You have to collaborate. You should be collaborating with so many people. I mean, I collaborate with so many people every day. I mean, I got 10 calls after this, ASA call, all that stuff. Just keep collaborating. You cannot do this by yourself. You cannot do marketing by yourself. This is a collaboration business. And if you want to be an influencer, yes. You know what? Everybody's an influencer. We all are, but we don't call ourselves that. So at the end of the day, after this show's done and after we're done tonight, sit home, grab some hot chocolate or something like that. Throw a little Kahlua in there. I'm just joking, by the way. But at the end of the day, have some fun with that and think of what I've said today, because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to help you all out. I've seen it. I don't have to shine anymore because I just love life. I'm here to make you all shine. If I can make you shine, I did a hell of a job today. That's all I want from all of you. All right, I better get a little water here, man. Okay, so the next one here real quick here is build a community. And how do you build a community? So, at the end of the day, you bring people together. There's communities already built. So just, enjoy that with them, I mean, I don't think we have to build our own will. Everything's built. When you go into a community or even like when I go into Morgantown or if it's Pittsburgh, there's a community all right there. I just want to be the core. If you're the core, everybody else around you will push you. I didn't say center of attention. There's a big difference, my friend. Big difference. No center of attention, but core. If you're the core of what your brand is, everybody will jump aboard because you can make them better. I keep saying this over and over again. Make them better. Okay, metrics. Real quick here. We're running out. We gotta just get rolling here because I think I'm done here in a little bit here. So I can go on and on. Like I said, I should have been on for 2 hours. But all joking aside, metrics is so important here. I know KPIs are great. But we talk about KPIs. This will be another show. There's so much more better than KPIs out there. KPIs is the old way of thinking. It really doesn't work, to be honest with you, because people quit all the time when you tell them like a report card. But there's so many analytic ways. Some of the stuff that I want to just give a shout out to real quick here. I mean, there is, like I said, real quick, Blue Sky. Make sure you check out Blue Sky app. Just like it's the substitution for the X. People, it's been out for about a year and a half. People's jumping on like crazy now. I'm a part of it. Blue Sky, another platform to put your stuff out on. I love it. Real quick here. And also, you got to measure this stuff, your campaigns. But how do you measure it? I mean, there's so many. Brand Watch is one I like. Brand Watch, if you guys get a chance, check it out. They do your metrics for you for marketing. I mean, they get down and they deep dive into the analytics, which you really need. I mean, you have to understand this. And here's the breakdown. As you can see right here, this is the total breakdown you need for your metrics for marketing. You just don't post this and say, oh my, what's going to happen next? This is the total breakdown that you need. And it starts from one. I mean, the followers to the clicks to this. At the end of the day, I think we are too caught up in how many people post something and look every 5 minutes to see how many followers they have. Stop. I mean, seriously, we all do. We're having that. I don't give two shits about a follower, I mean, that's great, but I want to convert that person to engaging. I want that person to be part of me, follow. Guess what? They follow and they bounce off. Just like the audience. I might as well say it now. You know what? An audience is great. I want a fan base. I want my fans. Guess what? Because I can be your fan too. When you have a fan base, just like a Kenny Chesney concert, they keep coming back for more. So when you have fans that are clients and candidates, they're just thriving. They want more from you. So next time you say, I want to build an audience, I want to build a fan base. Think of it that way. And you will grow. I mean, tell you, that's what it's all about. And here it is. Workforce lifeguard. So at the end of the day, these catchwords. Workforce lifeguard. Now I'm called the marketing lifeguard, right? So I save careers. Simple tag. I'm not a recruiter. Sometimes I call myself America's job agent, but yes, I am the workforce lifeguard. I'm here to save the day for you. Marketing lifeguard is another one I'm using now. So at the end of the day, these catch tag phrases, people love, people catch on to that. A couple other things I want to talk about real quick here is firework campaigns. Are you guys doing any campaigns right now? I know there's the drip campaign. How about a firework campaign? The element of surprise on your campaign. Make it surprising, energetic, and fun. People love surprises, right? So if you did a firework campaign and made it surprising for your internal or your candidates or the people that's looking for jobs or your clients and have something involved with it where they could be engaging. What I did was, I did basketball shooting for my clients back in March Madness. We called it Hired Madness. They click a ball and you shoot in. If they get a score of 100, we'll give you a candidate for 6 hours for free. One of them. Giving equals growth. Guess what? Next time they have an order for like 40 people, guess who's going first? You're jumping over all them other staffing firms. And here's the brand experience. It's all about joy and excitement for the consumer, the customer, the client. I keep saying this over and over again. Build your brand with fun. I'm going to tell you, this is the way. Don't you want to have fun like Kenny Chesney does? I've been in like 12 of his concerts. Yes, I do endorse him. Kind of funny thing. But you know what? At the end of the day, he is bringing the hype, the energy, and people love it. If people love your content, love you, they'll love your content. Let's start that way. Love you first, love your content second. That's how it rolls. They might see your content first to get engaged with you, start talking to you. But at the end of the day, the core is loving you. Here it is. You want your flip-flops? Flip-flop Friday. Here's another one. Another tagline. You see what I'm doing? I'm throwing these taglines out there. You want a fan base? Here it is. Right here. And you see, I put them hired in the beach, making it fun, summer fun. All right, before we wrap up here, Chick-fil-A. I got to tell you real quick about Chick-fil-A. Like it or not, they probably one of the best marketing concepts ever. We'll have to deep dive into some other time. Chick-fil-A experience, human connection. You sit there getting ready to get your chicken nuggets or your food. To be honest with you, I've only Chick-fil-A twice, but their marketing, boom, badass. I got to tell you that straight up if I'm not to say that. They rock it out. Human connection. You sit in line, look at your other person. You get the chicken nuggets. They could be cold, but the experience alone is amazing. If you see this, what you want your social media to look like this every day. They're swarming around you, excited to go. I know people that go to Chick-fil-A 5 days a week and they're closed on Sundays. How about that? And people are still happy with them. And here it is. Real quick here. I know we're going through all this. There's a lot of stuff here, like I said, but I wanted to get the content out there. I wanted you guys to think about this tonight because the influencer market is so incredible. Look what it is. Facebook still has 1 billion people. If you're not on Facebook recruiting or using it for client interaction, you're missing out. YouTube's the next one. You got to be on YouTube. You don't even have to have a podcast. Just live streams. Just go live. Interview somebody. Talk about the community. I mean, get somebody involved. Instagram, TikTok, you got them all. They're all there, right there. X, Pinterest, use them all. I mean, yeah, it takes time, but get 1 or 2. All right, Courtney, we wrapping things up here pretty quick.
Yeah, and there's a couple questions in the chat that I don't think you got to, so I want to make sure that we answer these. So,
yes.
Are you good if I ask?
Go for it.
Okay, so someone asked if you mentioned Facebook again, so it brought it back up. They asked the question if you have seen hiring managers on Facebook.
Yes. Okay, and so quick, here's why. Go to their page, like if it's a lumber mill, something like that, start liking their page, and guess what? You'll be the top fan on Facebook after the first month. And when you send them a message, say if Sally got an award or something like that, hey, congratulations on the award, tag your name, Staffing Shark. Within a month, they're going to say, oh, Shark. It's happened 6 times last year. And they're like, hey, you comment on our stuff. We love it. Come on in for an interview or come in for a talk. So there it is right there. Tap in, not as a personal, tap into the company. The companies you want to work with are all on Facebook. They have a Facebook page. Start engaging with them right there. And after a month, you're the top fan. They see that. The marketing department sees that. They know your name. So go for it.
Amazing. And then the other question, this was 2 people. You mentioned about a list of tools for creating short videos. Do you have a list? Could you send that to me and
yes,
get it
I will
out?
send that to you. Yes, there's so many other ones. Yes, I mean there's cartoon apps. I mean there's short CapCut, Shortcut, Filmora. Yes, a lot of them. So I will get them out to you too. So
amazing. You're the best. Rich, thank you so much for joining us. That was a lot. You're right. I probably could have put you on for 2 hours. So
I hope you guys enjoyed it. But thanks you so much, Courtney. Remember, please reach out to me. We'll continue the conversation because I probably have another 7 slides. But you know what? Thank you so much for today. And I hope you learned something.
Thank you, Rich. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care, guys. See ya.
if you missed any part of it. Don't forget to subscribe to our show so you don't miss anything upcoming. And if you like this valuable content, if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to share it with your network and leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Together, we're building a community of growth and learning. Until next time.